game.
Coldest bug.
Said. And my brother drowned in a lake.
Funkenny.
Said. And or bro.
Coldest bug.
Said. Macklin 1 laugh 1 Macklin 1 laugh 1 Macklin 1 laugh 1.
Funkenny.
Said. 2 kills.
Direct's pretty alright.
Said. Without context this convo is wild.
Coldest bug.
Said. Too easy.
Stream
I am
elements.
Eula!
Said.
Nobody's bitch!
If you're enjoying this stream then you might also want to check out Funkenny's channel. They were last playing
don't need
Pokemon
to know
Mystery
you.
Dungeon, Explorers of
You
Sky at
only need to know me. I will be
https://twitch.tv/FNKenny.
the one!
Funkenny.
Said. Wow.
Coldest bug.
Said. Derek.
Funkenny.
Said. Derek taking third.
Coldest bug.
Said. That's actually so mean.
Funkenny.
Said. That's cruel.
Coldest bug.
Said. My heart hurts FR.
Coldest bug.
Said. Pensive face pensive face pensive face. Macklin talk. Said. LMAO.
Coldest bug.
Said. I'm actually gonna cry.
Stream elements.
Said. Macklin talk is now live. Streaming just chatting, Friday night chat. Game review brain rot, long weekend and more, / Discord, social.
Funkenny.
Said. Derek just broke Alice's heart.
Funkenny.
Said. Derek is full of malice.
Direct's pretty alright.
Said. Wait, what's the deal with third?
Coldest bug.
Said. 3 is my favorite number pensive face.
Funkenny.
Who does number
Alice's
2
fave number is
work
3 and
for?
she was gonna get third BC of that.
Does number
Direct's
2
pretty alright.
work for?
Said. 12 is my fave number.
Funkenny.
Said. Well, I don't see a 12th Dirk.
Funkenny.
Said. Cold's 14 disappointed.
Direct's pretty alright.
Said. Here, a gift.
Coldest bug.
Said. At Dirk's pretty alright blinks.
Coldest bug.
Said. The lot 117 dance, the lot 117 dance, the lot 117 dance.
Direct's pretty alright.
Said. Doodle an anime hair just for you.
Rex_and_relaxation.
Said. I love that silly video.
Coldest bug.
Said. The lot 117 love at Dirk's pretty alright.
Rex_and_relaxation.
Said. Okay, I'm gonna split Mac and Juice streams.
Rex_and_relaxation.
Said. At everyone have a fun time, guys. McClintock said. Here we go.
Coldest bug.
Said. No Pisadagu.
Hey, hey, hey. What's going on? Welcome in. Happy Friday night. Welcome to the stream. Thank you all so much for what do you call it? Crashing the gates, camping. I saw you guys camping. Who actually claimed first? Fun Canny. Right on, man. Congrats on first. Derek beat you to the punch, but he picked third instead. And maybe there's a little bit of confusion about the video alert for third. But it's actually something Coldest Bug wanted to claim, because 3 is your favorite number. Is that right, Coldest Bug? Well, welcome in, you guys. Congrats on claiming the first 3 spots. Hey, Rex. Good to see you as well. Sounds like you got a split. But thank you for dropping in, and I hope to maybe see you later tonight. Skinny, hello. I'm just here for the Riz and fam. What Riz are you talking about, sir? Your desktop moves? This is not my desktop. This is Opera GX. This is my streaming browser. And it's got some cool features. One of which is like when you have an empty tab, you can customize the background for it. And of course I chose a cyberpunky sort of thing. Yeah. You guys should check out Opera GX. Is one of those leaner, less memory hungry web browsers. Jesus, Daryl. Max cool like that? Oh, I don't want to talk about it. Derek is being mean to me. Oh, Derek's being mean to you? Can't imagine. I cannot imagine. Do you deserve it? Your dad is asking you, Coldest Bug, if you think you deserve the meanness. The Rex Riz. Hey, Rex, you're still here. Skinny always down for Rex Riz. Huh? Oh, chat's already going crazy and I just started, guys. That Riz you drip into homie, don't act, Mac. I just give you free anime hair. I saw that. Free? What do you mean free, Daryl? Well, I saw your redeems. I should do the anime hair before I forget. And well, the doodle we can do whenever, since there's no game tonight. As you can see in the title, we're just gonna chat tonight. And hold on a sec. The Spotify playlist, I wanted the song to repeat. Why did it not repeat? It's playing this weird, like, way too intense cinematic sort of song. Yeah, what the heck? Enable repeat 1, yes. Anyway, I hope it just keeps repeating the song. For now, anyway. Oh, oops. Stupid Spotify. Yeah, so no game tonight, which was actually a bit of a tough choice, seeing as there's so much to play now. There's so much to play. At the same time, I haven't done Just Chatting stream in a while, and I liked having that as a regular thing, to be honest. So after being completely absent for the spring and summer, it seems, yeah, bring it back just in time for you know, back to school for you kids. Tish. Banned Coldest Bug, timeout Coldest Bug. Oh no. I've got a computer and a phone. I can watch two folks at once. Who else are you watching, Rex? I'm curious. And count in 2 streams. Yes, that you can. I have done that before as well. Rexy Poo. I've used TV and tablet, or tablet and phone, or I've just used the multi-stream website, which is actually pretty cool. I like that website a lot. It does, I believe. No, I think you can turn audio output for multiple streams at the same time. It would be a little messy though, I think. What's the, oh wait, hit the circle thing until it has a 1 on it. Are you talking about Spotify? I don't see no circle thing. Anyway, maybe you're not talking about Spotify. Wait, do I see framed on the screen? Yeah, part of the browser thing is that it just like throws out random sponsored links as well, which I don't know. I tend to just ignore that stuff. Yeah, there's this like frame.wtf. What is this? Is this a game or what is that? Oh, it's the movie trivia thing. Yeah, I still haven't really tried playing that. I don't want to expose myself as being like not knowledgeable about movies yet. I'm on my 3rd Guinness. Oh, you're on your 3rd Guinness. Nice. I'm enjoying 2 of my favorite streamers. Huzzah. I'm in shambles. Yeah, on Spotify. I didn't find the circle thingamajig that you told me about. Oh, wait, are you talking about the ... I have this like add to queue or something, or add to a playlist. Oh, here you go. I can make it, put into a playlist. I just put the playlist on repeat, right? Give me a second, guys. For the doodle, can it be a bug riding a skateboard? I know it's not food related. I thought Derek redeemed the doodle. Was it? Did you actually redeem it? Wait, let me. Derek redeemed 3rd. Derek did redeem Duty Dude. Did he pass his option to you, Coldest Bug? It was for me because he took that. He took 3rd. Oh, I see. I see. Cool. As long as we have an understanding. Can it be a bug riding a skateboard? Okay. Yes, absolutely. It can be a bug riding a skateboard. Let me do the anime here for Derek first. Then I have to apologize. I do have to do a be right back to make a quick phone call. But then I shall return shortly. But I'll do the anime here first. Ooh, yeah, check the shit out. A bug riding a skateboard eating a churro. We're gonna skip the churro part. Unless no. You already set the request. No scope creep. It's a little boy hair, pretty much. I apologize. It's kind of like a little mussed up. Close by. I think it is the frame game, isn't it? Frame.wtf. I'm kind of afraid to click it. Yes. So, I know I just got on, but I forgot I need to call my mummy back. That I am here was also for me. Everyone else is just here. yeah, I suppose, right? Hey, Rip, welcome in. Dark Souls Remastered is $40. Is that the sale price? Because normally it's wait a sec, you're talking USD, so how much did I buy? I think norm price in Canadian dollars is like 50 bucks or something. I think I got for 25 or 30, something like that. But it's kind of expensive. I can't race Mac on Dark Souls. Why would you want to race me? I'd obviously lose. Yep, look like I caught myself for 10 bucks. That is a steal and a half. Oh my god, I wish I could have bought the game for 10 bucks. I mean, I'm still no regrets, but yeah, 10 bucks is just... It's like buying Vampire Survivors for the initial early access price of like $1 or something. We both checking 2 streams. I ain't played since it came out. Ah, look at you multi-streamers. Well, I appreciate the dedication and the commitment to supporting the stream family. I waited so long to buy DS3 on sale. I've been waiting for that to go on sale for quite some time. Dark Souls 3. Okay, I could either just disappear from the scene and just mute my mic and just disable the webcam, or I could just go, oh shit. Rex, thank you for the gift sub. Who's the lucky recipient? Zaylee Blake. I don't know if you guys remember Zaylee Blake, but she was a graphic artist who was hanging out in the streams around the time I was playing Elden Ring. I ended up humoring her and doing commission for the whatchamacallit, the sub icons that I have. Cool. Thank you so much, Rex. Anyway, I was supposed to call my mom. Just shoot her back a phone call. So I can just disappear from here, and then I'll be right back. Give me a few minutes. BRB. All right, I'm back. Sorry about the break, peeps. What'd I miss? What did I miss? Damn, we gotta entertain ourselves. You guys are good at doing that. How to hang slightly to the left. Blue, round, sugar. Not short and shriveled. That would indeed be terrible. I'm looking. You still sour over that EP message? We're easily distracted. Squirrel! My bad. Well, it sounds like people are just piling on Coldest Bug tonight. What's going on? Even Dad's getting in on the action. From the looks of things. Alright, I'm gonna do the Duty Doodle now. Well, this is fine. This is fine. Well, the mouse hand is still warm. Let's get out the paint. Get out the paint. Get out the paint. She's okay. She's just a bit dramatic. Apparently, everyone likes the bug, of course. Bug is amazing. Don't you ever forget that. Buggy Bug. Don't you ever forget it. The heckle. I hope everyone's had an awesome week. We can talk more about weekend plans and such after I take care of this doodle business. Alright, I'm gonna hide myself. Oh, I don't need to hide myself. It's like I need to adjust some things. Actually, you guys can't see what I'm painting right now. Weird. Can't see shit. Okay. I have paint activated, do I not? Oh my lord. How come you guys can't see none? Oh, there it is. There's like a huge ass delay to have paint show up. Seriously. Huge ass delay. I'm gonna try something. Where's my okay, there's the camera. As long as I get it. There we go. So the brief was to have a bug riding on a skateboard, right? I don't know what type of bug this is, but please, not a ladybug. Okay, not... Yeah, I was gonna actually check in with you to just see what kind of bug. It's gonna be a very generic bug. Allie. I'm afraid. Due to skill issues. Okay, skateboard and bug. I don't know what kind of bug vibes I give off, but a bug. Alright. Get out the trusty, thick, second thickest black line here. Trying to imagine, I'm trying to picture this bug. What is the essence of this bug that would convey? It's a little bit too I don't even know what bug it's supposed to be. I'm trying to draw like the thorax or something. That's a big bug. I don't want to make it too big. The bug was getting a little too wide. Classic me, I didn't really leave enough space for the skateboard. Skateboard. I know what a skateboard looks like. It's more like a more like a snowboard. But you know what? What the hell? All right. It's one of those long boards, maybe. Those were popular for a while, were they not? You kids. It's pretty much a skateboard with wheels. I mean, a snowboard with wheels, right? Wheels. We're gonna cheat on the wheels. Think we're gonna draw a perfect circle freehand? Forget about it. There you go. Can I paste that shit? There's no copy function? Get out of here. Kidding me? I'm missing something. Whatever. I feel like because I'm not doing the doodle at the end of a regular stream, I'm just like taking my sweet time. are you sure you can't do like a copy and paste function? It's like, what the fuck? Paste, no, I don't want that. Proper. The details of this kind of sketching in. I know, doesn't literally right. Ah, fuck. It's so much easier if I could just work layers. Masks, do some masking or something. I don't know. Okay. This one's taking a while. Honest opinion, she'd probably be a B. Could be. Face palm Picard. Okay. We need the legs. What does I don't know what kind of bug this is, to be honest. Should I draw the teeth? Ah, shit. Bugs have teeth. FYI. They have pearly whites. That's good enough. Let's clean up a little bit. Actually, let's do clean up at the end. Ay. What the fuck am I drawing here? I feel like my mouse hand is not cooperating tonight. A little stiff. Antenna. This extra line's bugging me. Bugging, got it. Oh. I mean, we could make it just like a B thing. Draw some. The bug drank some Red Bull. Now has wings. Why not? Why not? You go, bug. Fly away, but ride that skateboard first. Skateboard needs some details, I think. It needs like, yeah. These are supposed to be flames. It's like a flame design on the skateboard. Work with me here. Work with me. Don't fail me now, fill tool. Oh shit. Hot rod. And the rest of the skateboard can be, I don't know what kind of color it should be. Oh shit. Not that color. Ah, shitty. Eventually, I'm gonna become like a gap closer when it comes to these paint jobs. Eventually. It's a bit too gray. A gray skateboard. I think I like that better. The wheels can be how's that? Only the skateboard gets the color. Alright, I think I'm done. I think I spent enough time on this drawing. On this doodle. Damn, I'm kind of cute. That bug looks like it could be in FNAF. Rip's gotta take a tinkle. Eyes a little wonky, but that's okay. Is a fucking artiste. I'm gonna get this tatted watch. Oh, this is cute. Did your niece draw it for you? Oh, cold as bug. I'm crushed. I'm crushed, truly. Oh, thanks for the gas. Thanks to the farting rip. That was you ripping it out. You and Rex are trading farts tonight. Picasso who? How's the day been, Mac? Hey, the day was actually pretty slack. Pretty slack, gotta say. I'll post it on Discord after the stream, guys. Thanks, Coldest Bug, for the redeem. Hope you like it. Yeah, day was slack. I barely did anything at work today. It's just one of those days. I couldn't focus on nothing. And nothing happened at work, so that was good. Like, no emergencies for once. So, yeah, I could just daydream. Troll the internet a bit. Listen to some music, watch a few YouTube videos. How about you, Rip? How's your day? I was making a lol. I'm sorry, I'm joking. I knew you're joking. At Kaj. What have you said there at the end? The doc. Get you those clones yet? Oh no. They're still working on it. There's a big wait list, I think. Derek, thank you for the redeem. Yeah, Derek, is very nice of you to redeem for Coldest Bug. Much love, much love. Yet there was no stream. Oh yeah, Skinny. I thought you did mention you were thinking of streaming today, eh? You had to adult. You had to do some adulting. I remember you mentioned in your Discord. These things happen. Totally understand. Because Skinny also didn't do dick at work today. He had a coworker do the work that he was supposed to do. That's nice. One of your subordinates, Skinny, just a go-getter, wanted to take some initiative. That's always good to see. That is really good to see. There is someone at my workplace who we kind of thought we could groom into being one of the producers, because we at the time we were short on producers. Actually, we kind of still are, because we had a couple leave recently. Unfortunately, this young man does not take initiative, not nearly as much as we would like. It's begun to kind of bother me a little bit, but it's just one of those things. Hey, Josh! Dagoth, Josh, No Parole. Hello, thank you for the raid. Hey, raid crew, how's it going? Welcome in. Josh, welcome Zoo Neravar. Thanks for the shout out for Josh. Welcome. I'm having trouble. Bead Hanlon, House Quainen coming in. I butchered the name. I'm sorry for that, but welcome to the stream. How was your stream, Josh? What'd you end up playing? It's an Irish name. Oh, okay. I like Irish names. I can never pronounce them the way that they're supposed to be pronounced based on what I see in the spelling. So I do apologize. There are a couple people of Irish descent in my workplace, and they have beautiful names, beautifully spelt, and I cannot pronounce them unless I hear it from them, and then I have to hear it a few times before I can remember it. You played more Call of Duty. Which one in particular? Was it the World War II one? What's amazing, Josh, is that you'll play some of these Call of Duties on the PS4, and they're even like the older Call of Duties, like could be like 4 or 5 years back. World War II, yeah, that one's from like 2017, 2018, right? 2018, I think. So that's like longish when you're talking about video games, and you're still able to find matches. Like the games are still active, which is amazing. Which just goes to show just how huge of a player base the entire Call of Duty franchise has. Like, let alone like maybe one particular game. Like, if you compare Advanced Warfare, maybe it doesn't have nearly as many players as, you know, people playing Black Ops 2 or something. But you know, overall, like, there's so many people who play COD. It's crazy. Oh, this is the Bunny Josh. Yes, it's Bunny Josh. I went to get. I'm sorry. My OBS is making it hard to read some of these messages, so I'm gonna look at my tablet. I wanted to get World War II on PC, but I didn't want to start over. Plus, the PC one is dead, but the PS4 is so active. I gotcha. Oh, rip. No worries. If you gotta go, you gotta go. The cinema is playing a great movie I'd like to watch called The Back of My Eyelids. I hope it's great. Good night, Mac. Thanks for streaming, buddy. Thank you, Rip. Let me know how that movie is. I've never heard of this movie. Sounds like a art house movie or something. But yeah, do let us know how it is, and have yourself an awesome weekend, Rip. Take care, buddy. So, Skinny, I'm just going back to your previous chat message here. You said, I almost streamed tonight, had everything set up, and was about to hit start stream, and realized had no idea what I even wanted to play, nor did I even feel like streaming. Well, I was just doing it out of habit. It's been nice taking a break this week. I think I relate to you, Skinny. Maybe not recently, but I have felt that in the past, where it's like, I feel like I should stream, but it's not like I want to stream, right? I'm Bunny Josh now, lol. Luffy! King Luffy, bye-bye. Wait, Lamau. Good night, Rip. Love that big-ass rabbit. It has a very, very regal photo of Luffy today. Thanks for posting in Discord, Josh. The movie isn't real. I'm just talking about looking at the back of my eyelids. Oh, going to bed. There you go, Rip. Here's Mac taking things through literally. Well, tell me about that awesome... the awesome art movie, Back at the Eyelids. Sounds great. Starring Brad Pitt. Good night, Rip. Have yourself a beautiful sleep. Well, when you dream, it is like cinema, isn't it? Coldest Bug could agree with that. I thought the me thing. You weren't alone. Thought the same thing. Ah, okay. Well, that also shows you how out of it I am with current movies. Like, if you were to tell me, pick a given week and be like, hey, do you know what new movies are opening? I couldn't tell you anything. I used to know. Every Thursday, Friday of the week, I know what movies are opening for the weekend. But nowadays, I don't give a care. But yes, Raiders from Josh's party. Yeah, I do appreciate you guys coming in. Stay a while and listen. I'm not playing any games tonight. I am just chilling and chatting with peeps. I did do a drawing for Coldest Bug. She redeemed the reward for the Duty Doodle, and this is what I drew for her. Very proud of it. Somewhat. It's not my best work, but I do what I can. And I am looking forward to playing some new games on next week's streams. Spoiler alert, we have a new game called Starfield that came out in early access. Not early access. It is early access, in a way. If you pre-ordered, you got to play it starting yesterday. If you didn't pre-order, if you're waiting for the Game Pass, like I am, then you gotta wait until Wednesday. I wish I could show you all my dreams. There was a flood and I was surfboarding on a piece of wood. Skinny says, anytime you explain your dreams to someone, you always sound like a crazy person. It's true, you do. It's very true. It's cute, what do you mean? But yeah, I have to wait until next week to play Starfield, so I will probably stream Starfield. Did I say Starfield? It is Starfield, right? Garfield, Starfield. Thursday night. So Tuesday night, I'll probably play Sea of Stars, which is also new on Game Pass. I'll say how I like that. I have a feeling I will like it. And I probably will keep playing it. I don't know if I would play it non-stop on the stream, but it would be a side game for me to play in private. Then Thursday and Friday of next week will be Starfield, also known as Garfield. Imagine paying $100 just to get the game 5 days early. Yes, imagine. I that's my reaction because I did do that for Diablo 4 back in June. I did buy the Primo, like the mid-tier edition, just to be able to play it a few days early. I did indeed. So I don't need to imagine. If you gave me the game a month early, now we're talking a month early. It's like you're a professional game critic, right? You managed to negotiate your way into a 1 month review period. I'm also a cheap ass. Hey, you need to be a cheap ass in this day and age. So yeah. Who here is already playing Starfield? I don't imagine anyone already is, but surprise me. If you are playing Starfield, I'd love to know what your thoughts are on the game so far. I would very, very much like to know. Yeah, look, even the browser is advertising Starfield. So let's actually change the view on this browser for a bit. Yeah, so these are the two games that we play next week, right next to each other. Ooh, look at that. Sea of Stars got 89. Starfield only got 88. In your face, Starfield. You can't even beat a retro 16-bit JRPG. Trash game. If Garfield wasn't on Game Pass, I wouldn't be playing it. I don't think anyone from this group is. Which is good because I'd have to split. I'm trying to go into it as blind as I can. I've only seen 2-minute trailers of it, and that's all I know of it. I totally understand that, Skinny. I think I'd be the same way. I've avoided... well, I have jumped into a couple Starfield streams today, I'm not going to lie. But, I mean, it was only for like 5-10 minutes, and these guys are already well into the game. They weren't even doing the main quest. They were just out flying in space or wandering around on some random planet. So that sort of thing is like, okay, whatever. But to watch someone from the very beginning and start playing for the first like 5 hours, I probably avoid that content, right? Totally understand. I don't even see reviews. I feel bad because some homies are streaming it and I feel bad missing it. Skinny, I'm gonna miss you on my Starfield streams next week. You know, you might be saving yourself for your own playthrough, and I totally understand that. But because I'm also gonna probably avoid early game Starfield streams myself. You know, it's like, well, why spoil that beginning part, right? It's special. But yeah, that's a big win for Xbox to just put a big AAA game like that at launch on Game Pass. I mean, it's a big win for the customers. I'm kind of amazed that they didn't even have like a period where it's like, okay, for the first 2 weeks to a month, we don't put this game on Game Pass, and we just hope people will just buy it. Because the first month of game sales is like pretty important. And then after that first month or so, they'd be like, okay, it's here on Game Pass. But then you might get a situation of like, well, if people know it's coming on Game Pass a month early, why would they buy it, right? There's that too. Unless they just played it coy and be like, oh, we have plans to bring it onto Game Pass soon after release, but they don't say the time frame. You know, just do that kind of shit. But I'm glad they just open the kimono and be like, okay, day and date, launches on retail, and you can play on Game Pass exact same time. So shows that you have confidence in the game, and you know they might lose. They're gonna lose out on retail sales, but the game will have a long enough tail that'll be okay. They'll probably just yank it off Game Pass within a year, maybe after a year. But then they have confidence in the game that it will have legs. That 2-3 years on after release, it'll still continue to be a solid seller. So that's probably the case, right? Damn, we won't be seeing Skinny then. Miss him already. Well, that's different. I'll be playing it myself when it releases. That'll be diff though. I'll be playing it by that time. Are you gonna play on Xbox or PC? I'll be playing on Xbox. I already have it preloaded on my sex boxes. Yes, sir. Or you can just swing by. I mean, when Max streams it, Lamau, but duh, I gotta support my dad. That's right. You gotta support Papa. Yeah, so I was, idle hands and all that stuff today at work. So I did end up looking at Metacritic or OpenCritic, as is the case here, and watch some YouTube content on Starfield. Yeah, the reviews are out, and I gotta say, one video I came across is from a channel that I subscribe to on YouTube, and normally the content there is pretty good. The guy does a lot of the guy is crazy consistent. He does like live streams on YouTube 5 days a week. He'll have a talk show in the morning, and then later in the morning or in the afternoon he'll do gameplay for a few hours. And he's pretty much on top of all the gaming news, and it's just him and just like one other guy, so it's a very small operation. And it's just like good background noise, I guess, in the mornings when I'm having breakfast or just getting ready for work. I just have this guy, and depending on what he's talking about on any given day, it can be kind of interesting as well. Today, though, he was talking about Starfield, and I think the whole slant of that episode was just overly like looking to nitpick, I think, on Starfield. And it was like one of the first times in like so long that I actually commented on the video. It's actually the stream had already run, so it was just like an archive of the live stream that happened earlier this morning. And I was like, well, first of all, like that the headline, like the title of the video was like, Starfield, the reviews speak for itself. But then when I watched a bit of his like spiel, it was just like, oh, the reviews are so mixed for Starfield, it's gonna end up being basically turning out to be a disappointment. I'm like, really? I went to OpenCritic here. I'm like, let's look at the Metacritic. So, oh, they say it's mighty. It's got an aggregate score of 88, right? And I'm looking through here. I'm like, at this point, it had like slightly below 100 critic reviews, but now it's got 100 reviews in the pocket here. And I'm looking at, okay, who are doing these reviews? We got like scores from IGN, PC Gamer, Games Radar, Game Informer, GameSpot, like all the biggest outlets have reviewed the game. They all got advanced copies. The lowest scores came from some of the big hitters like IGN and GameSpot. They gave 7 out of 10. So that's like basically the floor for this game is a 7. Everyone else, 8s, 9s, a few 10s in there too. So I was like, okay, well, looks like our guy here is just fishing for controversy or something. Fishing for, I don't know what the premise was really. It's like, oh, it's a disappointment. Microsoft really needed a big hit after, Redfall and all this other stuff. And I was like, well, the review score speak for itself. Yeah, it's a really good. It seems like it's a really good game. 88. That's a pretty good score. So I'm just wondering now, like, what is the cutoff for like surefire, unmitigated success and disappointment? And is there anything in between now, right? Were people just expecting this to rate as highly as Baldur's Gate 3, maybe? Which I think got 97. Is that the current thing for Baldur's Gate? Baldur's Gate 3, 96. So it's dropped a little bit now. But they're both considered mighty, according to OpenCritic. Like they occupy the same elevated stature, right? So it's just basically the guy making content for content's sake. And for the first time in a while, I just left a comment on the video. I was like, look, the goalpost shifting that I'm seeing in your video is just ridiculous, right? And like, of course, your followers are just eating it up. So there's all this group thing going on. It's like, give it a rest. The game looks like it's gonna be pretty solid. It's gonna do well for Xbox. It's like, just let it be, right? Just what is going on here? Skinny says reviews are so ridiculous in any art medium because everyone interprets a movie, music, art, games differently. Everyone's experience is different because of their personality, so it's impossible to be like, it's a great game to that one in particular person. To me, it doesn't make it a good game because one dude says he likes it and vice versa. Speaking of BG3, was that something you were gonna play, Mac? I don't know if you mentioned that before and I missed it. BG3 looks great. I've actually I haven't played that style of RPG for a long time, which is like the CRPG style, which is what Baldur's Gate 3 is, right? It's turn-based. You manage a party of, I think, 4 characters, and you go through an epic storyline that will take you like 50 to 100 hours to play through. I used to be all over those type of games. I think like I played a bit of the Baldur's Gate 2, the previous game. I played Neverwinter Nights. I played Icewind Dale. But yeah, as time went on, I just find those games very dense and time consuming and just hard to get through. Like I can't even finish like a much smaller game these days. I struggle to finish like Remnant 2. I'm still working on. It's not a long game compared to something like BG3, and I'm still playing Remnant 2 like weeks and weeks after I got it. So these huge games, it's just tough. But it looks great, so it's like one of these days I will pick it up. I don't know if I'll stream it. Right. When I decide to stream a game like that, when it's brand new, it feels like that's the best time to stream it. Once it's like a year old, it might still be good because there'll be fewer people streaming it. And if I actually want views, like it could be easier for people to find my stream. For example, I do think about these things, believe it or not. Everyone is streaming Baldur's Gate 3 now. Just like everyone's streaming Starfield. Like either way, my stream will just be like lost in the sea of live streams for either of these games. But it's just like in terms of time, yeah, Baldur's Gate 3, I can't fit it in right now. I think that's the short answer. No time for Baldur's Gate 3. Skinny says I need to play Baldur's Gate 3 again. The older I've gotten, says Skinny, the less I've cared about reviews and will play almost any game I think is interesting. Reviews to me are just like entertainment. They factor a little bit into my buying decision, but I find like I've already made up my mind before I even seriously checked out any reviews, right? And sometimes I just use reviews as a way of like justifying something. So if I'm thinking like, you know, I don't think I should get this game because I already got too many games in my backlog. So if I see like reviews, if the scores are below this threshold, then I'll pass on the game for now. But if the score is really high, that'll probably tip me over the edge, and I'll still buy the game at launch. And I hear what you say about not really listening to reviews or caring about them. What I found is if I find a reviewer, a critic that has a voice and sort of like outlook that matches my own, if we kind of have the same values and tastes, I'll put a lot more stock into their opinion, obviously. Right. If there was like a skinny 2.0, not a skinny 2.0, but like another version of Skinny working as a games journalist, reviewing games, and your guys' taste match, and then he says, this new game's hot shit, it's very likely you'll pay attention to what he has to say. Versus like IGN, who's like, they have a staff of how many hundreds of people that review games, plus like people who are like work for hire, and you don't know who the hell's reviewing what. So sometimes their reviews seem kind of arbitrary because they'll just get whoever's available to review a game, even though they say they try to pick someone who's like an expert, a subject matter expert in that particular type of video game. But for me, yeah, there are some people I do inherently trust more. There's not a lot though, but there's the guy, what's his name? The guy who writes for Forbes, Paul Tassi. He gave Starfield a 9 out of 10. But Paul Tassi, I've been following him since the Destiny 1 days, and I've grown to like his perspective and appreciate that, you know, his take on things. And he has his own YouTube channel now where he does general game coverage. Yeah, he's good shit. I trust that guy. And he gave a pretty damn good review of Starfield. Then you have guys like ACG, who also does very detailed game reviews on YouTube. And I tend to trust him because he's so well reasoned and analytical. And then even if he rates a game poorly, you definitely know why. The things that he picks apart. But yeah, apart from that, there aren't a whole lot. No Renegade. You meant to go through and explore? Oh, you talk about BG3. Oh, ME. So Rex is playing Mass Effect now, Legendary Edition. Oh, and Skinny wants to replay the Mass Effect trilogy at some point and explore. The gig is up, the news is out, they finally found Skins have the desire to punch suckers. That's smart, to be honest. Wait, how many games do you have on the unfinished list? Oh, on my unfinished list, it's huge. There's a partial list on Discord, on my Discord, under the whatchamacallit, gaming playlist channel is in the announcement section. I'm looking at it right now. There's so many games I start to play on stream and that I never got around to finishing. Here's a short list. We got Dead Space Remake that came out in January of this year. I'm maybe close to the end. I maybe have a few chapters left. I haven't even been playing that game off stream. It's just sitting there. It's still installed, but I haven't touched it. There's Elden Ring. Hello, Elden Ring. Played it last year, soon after it came out. Put in like 80 hours or more into that thing. I still haven't got to the end game of that one yet. More recently, there's Control. I started to play Control a few months ago. I think that was right after I finished Dante's Inferno, around that time. I dropped it after a few streams. I do intend to finish it, but yeah. Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, Derek's favorite game. On and off relationship with that one. Still haven't finished. Neo 2, played a few times, a bunch of times on the stream, haven't finished. Mortal Kombat 11, I started playing the Aftermath expansion. Barely got into that. Alien Isolation. I was moving along in that game, but then they took it off Game Pass. And then the game never goes on sale. Well, the Xbox version goes on sale quite a bit. But I was playing the PC version from the Xbox store, and that one never goes on sale. And I'm not buying that game for $40. No, sir. Just look at chat, catch up on chat again. Skinny says that's a good point. It's just the reviewer is in a sea of reviews. You'd have to fish through so many just to hopefully find that reviewer. But that's a great point, though. Honestly, it makes sense. Well, that's the great thing about with Metacritic or OpenCritic, like these kind of websites, Skinny, is that they show you what the aggregate score is, but they tell you where all the sources are, what all the sources are. So I mentioned Paul Tassi. He's actually on the first page here. He's right here because he writes for Forbes, right? Forbes is a huge publication. So there you go. Starview review. It is what you want it to be. So he's a big shot now. He's up there with the big boys. But yeah, if you are looking for a particular person who writes for a larger reviews outlet, you cannot always count on finding their stuff, right? But for the most part, they also like say who the authors are. So you have Dan Stapleton from IGN. I've read a bunch of his stuff before. I don't know who this Nicole Carpenter is, but I did read her review of Polygon. It was just a bunch of like, I don't know. Polygon is weird. Sometimes they write really interesting reviews that are very insightful. Other times they just write a bunch of fluff. Like they're trying to write an essay for a professor that they really want to impress. And they're just bending over backwards to add flowery language, make these nice little metaphors, draw parallels to like our modern, I don't know, trying to make some kind of like grand statement about something. Ultimately, they say nothing about the game itself, which is why you're reading the review. It's a product. It's a product review. Let's not dress it up. Right? Let's not forget why we're here. And so, yeah, Polygon can be a little bit pretentious, to say the least. Hit and miss. If I were to review the reviews, I would say, yeah, it's like 6 out of 10, maybe. Oh, there's a list on Discord. Yeah, girl. There is. Yeah, I was going through my pile of shame before I distracted myself. So, Alien Isolation was the last one I talked about. Mass Effect 2 on Insanity. My Insanity playthrough has been just sitting there, neglected since... It's been like almost a year now, I think. The Evil Within. Skinny? The Evil Within. Skinny loves the name drop the Evil Within once in a while. But I rage quit that one. If I approach it like I approach Dark Souls, how I'm approaching Dark Souls now, there's hope that I can finish it. I would just have to replay one of the chapters. And now I kind of know what I need to do, but I have to basically equip myself to fight the boss, right? When I replay the chapter. And what else I have on my list of shame? Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. I started to play that on stream, and then I just dropped it like a hot potato. And that's all I care to mention for now. There's more. Do not worry. There's more. And I just keep adding new games to the pile, so it's just crazy, right? You found it. Nice, nice. Glad you found it, Coldest Bug. I do intend to update that list at some point. Make it a little bit more organized, because it's just like, I don't know, it's kind of redundant right now because I have it split off into games on hold and then unfinished business, but they can all just reside in the same list, in the same category, pretty much. And I can probably just like get rid of the off-stream games that I'm playing. It's like, well, what I'm playing off-stream is just what I'm playing off-stream. It's like, if no one sees me playing it, then who cares, right? Who cares? Evil Within, that fucking game. Yeah, you got that right, Skinny. Ooh, Evil Within, also great soundtrack. Backlog is down to this Rex saying his backlog is down to BG3, System Shock, Witcher 2, and Yakuza 0. I didn't know you were playing Yakuza 0, Rex. But yeah, I saw you you were playing System Shock a couple times there. That game looks really nice. Looks like they did a really good job with the it's a remake, right? It's pretty much a remake. But that studio, Night Dive Studio, they made an announcement. They're working on a remaster of Dark Forces, Star Wars Dark Forces. And I kind of wish that they would just go the remake route, because I saw the trailer. And yeah, the remastering looks, I mean, I'm sure it's still very early in development, but the remastering looks okay. It's like pretty much just bumping up the resolution, but not doing a whole lot more else. Like, it looks a little crisper, but doesn't look that hot, is what I'm saying. Speaking of, I hope you don't mind, I'm gonna copy that from you for my server, so don't mind me. Hey, copy away, Coldest Bug. Copy away. I stole that idea from Derek. Derek did a similar sort of list on his Discord. That's all. We're all just inspired by each other. We all copy. It's all good. Witcher 2, interesting. Haha. We all are. Witcher 2. I remember the first time I played that was on Xbox 360. Crazy. I remember I had a choice because they came out at the same time. I was either getting Witcher 2 or Max Payne 3. I ended up getting Witcher 2. I did pick up Max Payne 3 a little bit later, but yeah. I don't know, both games disappointed me in different ways. Rex has played through Witcher 1 and 3, but he skipped 2 until now. Yeah, Witcher is weird. When you play Witcher 3 and then you go back to Witcher 1 and 2, you just kind of like almost surprised at how sophisticated Witcher 3 is in comparison to the previous two games. Like, there's like definitely an evolution. And there's so many years in between all the games, especially between 1 and 2. But yeah, Witcher 3 is just so much better as a game than Witcher 1 and 2 that it's just like, it's almost made by a different company entirely. The mechanics are so different. Yeah. Like in the first game, the first game was like vintage, like early 2000s, PC only RPG, and they try to do their own style of action-based combat with like the rhythmic, timed mouse clicks. It's just so weird. It's just so weird. Yeah, Skin is asking how you skip 2 if you played 1. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 for 2 years straight, I think. Okay, fair. I was a huge COD head for many years. So COD just had you in its grips around the time The Witcher 2 came out. That's why I can still do FPS pretty well. Really? I can't see that. Skinny. Witcher 2 is closer to Witcher 3 in terms of mechanics, but I did not like the combat in Witcher 2. The key thing that they changed from Witcher 2 to Witcher 3 was for Witcher 3 they added the sidestep. Right, you had the option now in Witcher 3 of doing a roll, a big roll to get away from something, or you do like a more of like a subtle dash. That one thing changed everything for me, because in Witcher 2 all you could do was like this big Dark Souls style roll, and you're just rolling around everywhere. It's ridiculous. It got so much more elegant when you could actually just have like a simple sidestep dash in Witcher 3. It just made the combat so much more fluid. Witcher 3 added easier quick slot magic. Yeah, that's right. It was so much easier to incorporate magic in the combat in Witcher 3. Yes, that's another big one. At least I can still shoot an enemy after 3 Guinnesses. Haha, fair. Don't snipe and drink, kids. I'm a lightweight now. I did see a few of those Mass Effect sniper shots catch some air, maybe. you put the beats on a metallic wall in the space base. Just a couple. You hit most of those shots though, from what I saw in the stream. Skinny. That's not very Mexican of you. Oh, to be a lightweight. I'm actually eating taco chips right now. I like it. Late night snacking. Good shit. Generational alcoholism is a bitch. I'm excited for Starfield, but I need to clear the log. If you need to go to the bathroom, Rex, just go. I mean, Derek already went, so no, that's a bad joke. But I'll laugh at my own joke anyway. Yeah, exactly. You're saying you need to poop. If you need to go, you need to go, Rex. So please, I'll still be here when you get back. Anything else we need to look at that we can look at on the web browser? Here's another cool thing about Opera GX. I swear to you, I'm not sponsored or anything, but they have built in, like when you start the browser, boom, the permanent tab is like this release calendar. So you see everything that has come out, and what will come out. So in this day and age, you've got something being released every day. pretty much nearly every day of the month. It's crazy. I mean, did you know Blasphemous 2 came out on the 24th of August? I just found out yesterday. And then you just find out about things that you had no idea. Like, what are these games? Apartment 1406, horror? Alice Escaped? No idea. But... oh, here, Armored Core 6. Yes, that was a big release last week. We have Sea of Stars, came on the 29th. Let's see what's coming out. So today, we saw the release of Mega Man X, Mega Man 10, Dive. Offline. Dive off. Weird. What the hell is this? Tiny Witch. Tomorrow. Fortune's Run. Looks like a low budget shooter, first person shooter. What are some big games? Well, oh shit. This is Baldur's Gate 3 for PS5. So they have the platform icons listed down below the date. That's right. It's only been PC so far. What else is on the 6th? Enchanted Portals, and lo and behold, Starfield. We have a mobile release, Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. Yeah, so it is cool. I like that they have this. And then there's like, you know, some gaming adjacent things that they list further down the page that show you what the free games are on, you know, like, what's it called again? Epic Game Store or other storefronts. September is stupid loaded. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, Starfield is a big one for me. Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty. I'm kind of debating whether I will buy that straight away. Definitely want to see reviews from my trusted sources on Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty. I like Cyberpunk. My biggest problem with Cyberpunk 2077 so far has been like every time I want to start a new character, I gotta play through the prologue, and yeah, the main thing is I gotta play through the prologue, and I'm pretty damn tired of the prologue of Cyberpunk. I think after the first time, I was done with it, and I wish there was a way to just fast forward through the prologue and maybe the first couple main story quests. Because even like the first few hours of story quests in Cyberpunk, I hate replaying. Like, it's just not interesting to me. I just want to get to the business of building a new character. And I wish I didn't have to be railroaded through all these story missions. But that happens. There's no way around it. Because if you try to do side quests, you're not strong enough to do a lot of the side content in Cyberpunk, so you have to level up by playing the story missions. Anyway, that's my tangent on Cyberpunk. It was summertime, sweet summertime. Skinny says Cyberpunk, Liza P, MK1, BG3, Garfield, Payday 3. Yeah, Liza P. Yeah, that one's also out on Game Pass. Game Pass is just like rocking it as well, right? Starfield, Liza P, Sea of Stars, which is like of interest to me anyway. MK1, it does look good. I heard that they have this new mode in MK1. It's like a roguelite mode, I think. Let me actually do a quick search on that. MK1 rogue like mode. Here we go. Let me just pause that. Let me just pause. Rex says, I'm afraid of new games because they cost so much for me to just be disappointed. Yeah, I mean, a good rule of thumb is not to pre-order. A good rule of thumb is not to pre-order the premium editions of games. A good rule of thumb is if you're feeling overwhelmed or disenchanted with the big budget, AAA games, go check. Hop on Steam, check out some of the indie games. There's so many indie gems out there that deserve some attention that they just end up getting lost among all the big releases. And they were cheaper, right? Going price of most indie games now is like what, $20? That's like the price of entry for a reasonably sized indie release, $20 to $30. If you want to go, for stuff that's like really lo-fi, low budget, like a Vampire Survivors, it can go as low as $3, right? $5 maybe. Skinny's asking me, how do you feel about having to pay for that DLC for Cyberpunk? I don't remember their exact wording back when they were, in damage control mode, like a year within that first year after release in 2020, 2021. They did promise a bunch of free updates, but I don't believe they ever promised a free expansion, right? They said free DLC, but then the DLC, it's up for interpretations. Like a DLC was like new cosmetics, like new gear. A lot of their updates were quite significant and just like fixing bugs. It was just like a bug-ridden mess apparently at launch. So free updates, but then with those bug fixes, they would actually add new content. They refine some of their systems. Now that the game has stabilized, they actually garner, like, they have good sort of public perception. This is also thanks in part to the Netflix Edgerunners show, right? They repaired, I feel like they repaired most of their reputation. And to be clear, like, the reason why the launch was extra bad for Cyberpunk was that it ran so shitty on the last gen consoles. They should have just cut the last gen consoles, right? But they insisted on launching for PS4 and Xbox One, and it was atrocious, right? It was a complete disaster on those systems. I think it's fine for them to ask for money for this DLC. I don't know how much content is actually going to be. If you just played Phantom Liberty, like how many hours you're going to get out of it, that's like a secondary thing. Like, first of all, is it going to be good? The new campaign, the new story, is it actually enjoyable to play through it? Who knows? If it's only like a 5-hour thing, it's like, oh, right? And it's just like one and done. You meet Idris Elba, you do whatever, how many story missions, and then Phantom Liberty is done and dusted. For $40, it's like, value proposition is maybe a little iffy. But if there's something in there that, promotes replayability, if the campaign is like a decent length, like let's say 15 hours to get through all the content in Phantom Liberty, maybe it starts to be more worth it. They're smart though, like they're pairing the Phantom Liberty release with like a big free update. So even if you don't buy Phantom Liberty, you get this big update that does a bunch of things. I posted something on the Discord a couple weeks back. But everyone gets access to that, which is really cool. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm generally okay though with them charging money for that. Pre-orders used to be hot shit. Now it's just well, pre-orders have always been risky, right? And I think it's just more complicated now, Rex, because of the advent of early access and how accepted early access is. Like the whole, like, we have a beta and then we have like an early access and then we have full release, but even after full release we have a roadmap to support the game. And when we say support, it's not just like adding new content, it's like fixing all the bugs that we released with the 1.0 version, right? But you know, the 1.0 version was supposed to be a stable, clean build because we had an early access for it, or a beta. But then, you know, shit happens and we weren't able to fix all the bugs for release. Skinny says, I don't know, it doesn't sit right with me, in my opinion. The reason I'm asking is that it's a big update DLC. And people saying it's gonna be like how they originally said it would be at launch. My thought is, should you have to pay extra for that? Paying extra for what the game should have been. I don't know, it doesn't sit right with me. Guess I could go win 4 hands of blackjack, get an indie game. I thought that big update was part of paying for that DLC. Here's the thing, should digital games pre-orders be cheaper than physical? So that's the thing, Skinny. You're getting all the big updates. Let me just pull up real quick. I should have just pulled up on the browser, but I'm just checking what I posted in Discord last week. Oh yeah, so for the update, they say a dangerous new district. So you get a new district in Phantom Liberty called Dogtown. So do you also get pieces of Dogtown in the free update? That's what's a little bit unclear. But they say a dangerous new district, dozens of new story quests and gigs, vehicle combat and mounted weaponry, revamped police system. So there's an actual wanted system now that works like GTA in the new Cyberpunk update. Plus they improved the vehicular combat. Now you have mounted weapons, combat AI overhaul, endless dynamic events and missions. That is cool. That is cool. I don't know what it's actually gonna look like, but I like the idea of like you finish like the main handcrafted missions in the story and like whatever, right? But there's still ways for things to come up that you can grind for XP, or like have ways of like getting random loot or something, random rewards, increase your reputation in Night City. So that seems appealing, but it's like very vague. You know, it's just my imagination kind of getting ahead of itself right now. I think that's what fucked their launch too, because, well, let me get to that in a sec. They're also including redesigned cyberware and perks, all new relic skill tree and abilities, increased level cap, and the final bullet point is 100 plus new items, including weapons, cyberware, and fashion. So it's a pretty meaty update. Like they're even like redoing the skill tree and adding a whole new skill tree. So yeah, there's a lot going on in that update, and it's free. You don't have to get Phantom Liberty to enjoy that stuff. And on to your second question, Skinny. Should digital games pre-orders be cheaper than physical? Rex says they'll get it right on the 12th attempt. They wouldn't lie to us 12 times, right? If the Big Bang updates are free, then I retract my statement. Opinion, I'm glad it's free. Yeah, it's free. Hey, welcome back, Quazbug. Welcome back. Buggiest bug of the bug world. That's how it's supposed to be. So, digital games being priced differently than physical. They should. They should. But they never were. Even when physical games were still the de facto way to buy games, and like the digital stuff was just still sort of in the infancy. I'm trying to think here. When Steam was coming up, people were still buying PC games at the retail store on disc. Steam was like, for the same game that you could buy in the brick and mortar, I think it was like similar to the price on Steam. It's hard to remember. But when, like in the PS4, Xbox One generation, that's when digital purchases start to really take off, right? The last gen. And the prices were always like the same, right? It wasn't like you got a price break just because you bought digital. There is I remember there was like an article that did a breakdown of like how the revenue from a physical game purchase gets broken down and distributed. Very small part of that, like a very small part of the pie, goes to the actual manufacturing. Lion's share of it goes back to the publisher and developer and the retailer, of course. And when it goes back to the publisher, it goes back into like operating costs, obviously, marketing. But yeah, like only in some cases where like digital versions were cheaper. I feel like it's always been like the same. Yeah. I feel like it should be. You can make a case for that, when you buy a digital version of a game, like there's costs associated with like storing the game on a server that that the storefront is part of. But yeah. Colesbuck says I was fixing my game list. Oh, what's poppin'? Do you have your game list set up on your Discord yet, or are you just doing like a private rough draft on the private? Yeah, I don't see anything on your Discord yet. I like the I was just fixing my game list. We were just talking about we just talked a lot about Cyberpunk 2077. Skinny had some really good questions about like, should they be charging money for the expansion that's coming out later this month? And then we were just talking about like, should digital games be cheaper than physical copies, stuff like that. What did you add? I was trying to figure out how to make it read only, but it wasn't 4, it was like 10. Oh, you got 10 games on your backlog, eh? That's child's play, my girl. Now I want to post, but you should just, guys, just set up a separate channel on your Discords and just call it like the backlog or something. There's also on my list, I included links to a website called Backlogged, which is there's a bunch of these different websites. The original one that I used to use was called Backloggery, but the one I use now is called Backlogged, and there's links. I also include the links on my Twitch about page, and it just has a complete database of all the games. So when you add a game, you can also set different statuses, like, oh, I'm currently playing, or it's in the backlog, I just completed it. I mean, it gets very finicky. Like, who got time to manually edit every single fucking game entry they put into their backlog? But the option is there if you want it. And then you can create different lists and all that, and you can just get a URL that you can just paste anywhere and share with people, right? So I have the links on that gaming playlist channel on my Discord if you guys want to check it out. You can tell I don't play games much, Lamau. Mac the influencer. For real, for real. I don't influence shit. I did peep that. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, it's a good site. It's a good site. I like this more than Backloggery. I feel like they've done like a better job of taking that backlog concept, but just making it more user-friendly. Yeah. Oh boy, oh boy, boy. It's been a little weird doing a Just Chatting stream. It's been a while. To not play a game on stream, it just feels a little weird after having not done it for a few months. That's for sure. Oh, what I wanted to do was I wanted to check out this Mortal Kombat trailer that explains the new game mode. Accidentally leaked? Oh, really? Take a look. Let me know if it's too loud.
Another day, another Mortal Kombat 1 MK Uno leak. What's up, your boy Dynasty again?
It's your boy.
Seems like some version of Test Your Might confirmed to be coming back, because on a ratings board over in Singapore, they gave the game obviously a M rating, and they described why, and it mentions how indeed there is a minigame where you defile severed heads. So we're going to break this down today. If you could spare me the second and drop a like on the video, just one like, please. Helps you out a ton. Thank you for all the recent love and supports on the MK. To appropriate the series' spine-ripping, bone-crunching penchant for gore by letting players brutalize a detached head. It's one of many elements in the game that, in regards to Mortal Kombat 1, says Mortal...
I'm sorry. This is not a good video. Oh, here. Mortal Kombat 1, I played the new Invasions game mode.
Okay, so WB Games flew me out to Chicago to, first of all, be able to visit NetherRealm Studios, which was an incredible opportunity.
Nice.
But also, they brought me out to get a chance to get some early access with Mortal Kombat 1. Now, one of the things that I got to do was play the first chapter of the story mode. That video is currently up on the channel already. But I also got to try out the brand new game mode, single-player game mode, that's going to be available in this game called Invasions. And if you're hyped for a brand new single-player mode being introduced here in Mortal Kombat,
I am.
I need you to scroll down and hit the thumbs up button. Okay, so Invasions is, for lack of a better term, the crypt of this game, but it is a completely new thing to Mortal Kombat, unlike we've ever experienced in a previous game. To start off, you're going to choose what character you want to play as in Invasions, and then you're also going to get the opportunity to choose what cameo you'd like to take with you. And side note, I had access to the Cyrax cameo with my time here playing Mortal Kombat 1, and I have a lot to talk about, but we'll save that for another video. And then in my time here playing the Invasions mode, it started off immediately with Johnny Cage's mansion.
Welcome
to Casa del Cage.
It's like a little adventure mode thing where you just move from node to node, and when you arrive on a node, you just do a fight, I guess. And after you do the fight, you get some rewards. Let me guess, you probably move on to some nodes where there are no fights, but it may be like a mystery. So you open a chest or something. You can already sort of visualize how it's gonna play out, right?
And that's right, there are multiple locations that you get to explore in Invasions. And it was best described to me that this mode is NetherRealm dipping their toes in the RPG world, as they wanted to try and have Invasions feel as close to an actual RPG as possible. So you'll have stats that you can actually apply to certain things, such as your health or your attack, defense, and you also have like a talisman, a relic, an inventory of stuff. And all of this is going to assist you in fights you'll get into.
My
while
boy
you're playing
Kung Lao
Invasions. Yeah,
goes
the way
in.
you look at it is that Invasions is like an interactive board game. You'll go from one tile to the next, and when you approach
I'm
that
gonna need
next
y'all's
tile,
help
you'll have
if
to
that
go into
channel is
either
something
a
you can
fight,
comment
or maybe
in,
even
or
in
if
some
that's just
instances, you
read.
might be jumping into
Good,
like a
good
test
luck
your
over there,
might. Or
Bug.
if you
Alright,
turn
I'm
a
gonna read a
corner,
bit
you
and
might
sleep
find
now.
yourself in a
Rex,
position where
you have yourself a
actually have to
wonderful night.
complete a literal tower. Then when you
Thanks for coming
complete
back
these missions, you're gonna
after
unlock rewards.
stepping
Sometimes
away
it
earlier
can
in
be
the stream.
gear,
It was really
sometimes
good
it
to
could
have
be
you
skins,
and chit
and
chat
yes,
with you
skins
and
gear are
Skinny and
back
all the
in
rest.
Mortal Kombat 1. But sometimes you'll need to
Smooch
complete a mission
smooch.
strictly to unlock a key that gets a door open to a whole nother section. It's honestly going to be like
Yeah,
a
it's very
collector's game. You're gonna
RPG
sink a
light,
lot
isn't
of
it?
hours into this
Oh, look at
mode,
the little
wanting to
mini
make sure
games
that you
too.
complete and cover the entire area of a map. And the one thing that I was told that I was very happy to hear is
Oh yeah,
that
check
you
out
can tailor your
Bugs
Invasions
Discord real
experience
quick.
how you'd like to the character that you want to get the most for. So if I'm aiming to unlock a bunch of gear or skins
Oh,
for Smoke,
game
then
shit.
that's the character I'm
I see
definitely
it.
going to want to play when I jump into
It's
Invasions.
read only.
This mode is exactly
Bug.
how NetherRealm
I
plans
cannot
to keep the
comment.
support
So
of
it's
Mortal
all
Kombat 1
you. It's all
ongoing
you,
for a
girl.
long time, as Invasions is split up in seasons.
Oh
So
shit, you
each
got a
new
lot of
season is
games.
gonna bring
Oh wait, this is the
a
games
ton
you
of brand new
finished.
content to the game. And like I said, this is Mortal Kombat 1's
Games I need to
version
get
of the
back
Crypt,
into.
so you're
Oh,
gonna
nice,
come across
nice.
some chests that you can open up.
Yeah,
which
you
will
got
get you
quite a lot of
gear or
games
skins,
going
or
on.
in some cases as well.
Oh, you
announcer
put a games
packs,
you've
which are back.
dropped.
I remembered seeing at one point that I unlocked a Johnny Cage
Oh,
announcer
nice.
pack, which was cool. What I also
Nice.
noticed, which was very interesting,
Nice.
was that after a certain amount of time, I hit level 10 within the Invasions
I'm
mode,
smart.
and it unlocked the Sub-Zero cameo. This
Smooches
makes
with
me
the folks
wonder
that are
if
here.
certain
Yeah, bye Rex. Have a
characters
good
or
night.
Cameos are locked and need to be unlocked by playing through this mode, or if that means that I'm unlocked Sub-Zero's cameos
Lazy is
specifically
life.
for this mode. In a lot of ways, Invasions feels like an amalgamation of the things that NetherRealm has done in the past, whether it's the Crypt or the Star Labs missions from Injustice,
Anyway,
Gods Among Us, or the Towers of
this
Time
looks
from
decent.
MK11, or even the Multiverse from Injustice 2. This is kind of a combination of all those things.
They're essentially combining like the Crypt, what they've had for the last few games, with this adventure quest mode deal. And they're calling it Invasions. And I think it's good. I mean, they've always been really good about putting good single player content in their fighting games, whether it's Mortal Kombat or Injustice. I think that explains why I believe NetherRealm sells the most out of all the fighting game franchises. Like, they even outsell Street Fighter. Historically, I think so. Because I think they cater to casuals the best. And you cater to the casuals by not forcing them to only play online and get their asses whooped. Right? And you give them more than a standard arcade mode where you do 8 fights and then a boss fight and then see end credits, and you just do that over and over again. They pretty much pioneer the whole trend of do good single player content in a fighting game. The NetherRealm dudes. I'd agree. Yes, Coldspug is smart. I mean, right after I finished explaining the whole game list backlog stuff, she just went out and just did it straight away. Very smart Bug. Looks like it's time to wrap up. Getting time to wrap up, peeps. I was inspired. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad I could be a little bit of an influencer, just a little, just a wee bit. But yeah, Skinny was listening at all the big game releases for September, and then MK1 is one of them, and I got sidetracked talking about MK. What the heck is the Isle Tide Hotel? Oh, it's one of those full motion video adventure games. These are popular these days too. Decision games. Yes, yes. But yeah, it's getting time to close up shop. Oh, things that have come out recently. I mean, I just can't keep track. I mean, there's this Fort Solis, which got kind of shitty reviews. But yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which I've seen Juicy play. This is on Game Pass. And it's only been out for a few weeks now, I think. Atlas Fallen came out. I had sort of high hopes for this one. I saw that it was like scoring really low. So I was like, okay, skip it. Wait for a sale. AA Revenant 2, baby. Only an 82? Trash game, right? Garbage game. In a sense, I feel like games like Baldur's Gate 3 have kind of warped people's minds. But like, well, what is actually like a good must-buy game? Does it have to score over 90 now, or what's the deal here? Hey, Anarchy, welcome back. Welcome back. Morning. Thank you, Mac. This was fun. Mac, you did amazing. Oh, thank you, Goldest Bug. Thank you so much. Great stream. Oh, thank you, Skinny. Yeah, I know you love the just chatting, Alley Bug, and I like it. I really like it when you do it on your stream, right? I do enjoy just chatting streams that you guys do, and yeah, I do enjoy it when I do it too, right? It's a nice change of pace. And Anarchy Champion, great to have you in. I am wrapping up in just like a minute or two here. But yeah, we just had a nice couple hours of just shooting the shit, doing some game talk, and talking about what else did we talk about? I'm sure we talked about other things besides games, but I just think all we did was talk games tonight. Chatting streams. I'm too scared to do it just chatting. Also, you never done one, Skinny? I could have swore you've done a just chatting stream before. I missed the MK talk. Are you also an MK fan, Anarchy? I was mostly talking about the MK1, which is coming out later this month. And there was like a leak or something of like a new game mode. So apparently the new game mode is Invasion. It's kind of like this quest mode that combines the crypt mode that we've had for the last few games, plus like, you know, if you've played the more recent Soul Calibur games, like Soul Calibur has always had like this quest mode that you can just play single player. It looks a lot like that basically for MK1. Anywho, let's raid out. I'm gonna go find somebody we can do a raid on. There ought to be a lot of people. It is Friday night, so who we got? I swear, if I see Ida Mazio on, then I'll definitely raid him. But he's not streaming right now. He's offline. Oh, I see Lazy. Lazy is streaming. The thing is, though, yeah, he seemed pretty adamant about nobody going to the stream. He just wanted to produce a VOD that he could put it to his YouTube channel. I don't want to make things awkward for Lazy. So I don't want to just raid him after he was so adamant about not wanting anyone going to his stream. It does sound a little odd, but should we just do it? I mean, it's just us, right? You're totally there right now. I don't want to put him on the spot though by doing a raid. It's one thing to just lurk on a stream, but if he doesn't want people watching, I don't want to force on him. So we got other targets. It's a target-rich environment. Twitch. I swear I don't. Oh, Dark Umi. Let's raid Umi. I feel like I haven't raided Umi for a while. He's playing Super Mario 64. That takes us back, doesn't it? Or we could. There's also Queen Shark. She's streaming Baldur's Gate 3. Let's do Dark Umi. Yeah, I'm gonna raid Umi. Mario 64. Let's do it. Dark Umi is such a great guy. I remember discovering him when I was just like looking for streamers who were playing Neo, and he was playing Neo at the time. That's how I discovered him. Oops, I need to mute his stream just a bit here. I don't know if you guys heard that. But where's my OBS? I'm kind of like lost in Windows right now. Here is, I just went to this like blank scene. I'm not even playing Dark Souls. Here's a raid message you can paste into chat, or you can just say hello. And yes, thank you all once again. You guys are wonderful. I'm so lucky to have you guys. We will check in with Lazy to see how his solo stream went. But for now, let's head on over to Dark Umi. Say hello. Have a wonderful weekend, guys. Have a great long weekend. Take care. Stay safe. Give it 10 seconds. I'll see you guys over there real soon. Bye-bye.